Erika from Toronto Thumbs. I am here with the guys from Closet Monsters. Do you think you could tell me about your company and what you do?
Well, we started back in, was it 2007?
Yeah, 2006, 2007.
When I was going to school, I needed some extra cash to pay for fabric and everything. I went to school for fashion. It started out with a couple different designs, different obscure video game characters, like Mr. Saturn from Earthbound, like the Bubble Bobbles, the slimes from Dragon Warrior, and it just kind of exploded from there.
Yeah, start off as a little like hour-long thing once a week. Yeah, finish your homework early, do an hour, maybe hour and a half of sewing, put a couple designs online, and then it's ballooned from there.
So, do you mind telling us, like, what kind of video games you like, or if you have any favorites, video game-wise?
Oh my goodness, my absolute favorite game is probably one that nobody's ever heard of. It's called Out of This World. It started on the Atari, I think it's the ST.
Yeah.
ST back. It was one of the first vector games.
Really?
That was done with, like, instead of sprites, it was done by vector, done by one guy.
Yeah.
I think everybody should play it.
Yeah.
Kind of a puzzle adventure.
What was it called again?
Yeah, either Out of This World or Another World.
Out of This World or Another World.
It's been released on like every platform, like
That sounds
Sega,
awesome.
Super Nintendo,
That sounds
PC.
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've been asking people throughout Fan Expo if there are any like underappreciated video game gems that they really like and that they want to talk about. We were at a panel earlier where we were talking about that, and so we thought, why not ask people around here, like, I mean, even in Arts Alley too, like, what kind of games do you want to talk about? What kind of games do you think are underappreciated but are worth mentioning?
One right off the top of my head is a game called Sweet Home.
It's an original Japanese horror game. It was a precursor to what would be now the Resident Evil series.
Really?
Yeah, it was for Famicom, and there's been a fan translation of it. We just recently got a homebrew done up by one of the people in Toronto, actually. And it's a RPG horror game, and for back in the day, like, it would have been really frightening. I would have had nightmares for years over it.
For something that came out in, was it 87?
89 or something like that, yeah.
It was probably the most hands-down scariest game
Most
ever.
graphic game for Nintendo
Yeah, for an
ever.
8-bit game.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a slideshow death sequence of one of the characters with like his flesh melting off and everything. It's
It was
pretty
a really
graphic.
weird hidden gem. You would never really expect from Nintendo of all people too.
Even now, though, it would probably be pretty disturbing considering,
I wouldn't play it in the dark by myself.
Yeah.
Even now, yeah.
That's awesome. That's really great to hear. So how long have you been coming to Fan Expo now?
This will be our third year. Could have started off kind of. What did we have?
Technically 4 years now.
Technically
First years we weren't sure if we would really do a convention or anything like that. We had showed up, we had brought my twin brother down, we had wandered around, like, just for the hell of it, just to see if people liked it or anything like that, bring down a Mr. Saturn and walk around with it and see what kind of feedback we would get. And within an hour, we came down with 3, we had sold them all.
Yeah, just
People
wandering
just
around
couldn't
with
get
them in
enough,
their
and
hands.
people were just harassing us. Why don't you have any more? Why don't you bring more down with you? We're just like, oh.
That's amazing, though, because, I mean, you make stuff that you really can't find anywhere else.
No, and that's what we try to do too, is just pick out the most obscure characters that people will come around and go, oh, I remember that game when I was little.
Yeah. And all the stuff we do is all stuff that's non-released. So it's never been a plush somewhere, or it's been something that's been discontinued or you can't find anywhere.
Yeah.
And that really goes and reaches out to a lot of the fans that really, they want to see their favorite characters in 3D and be able to hold them and love them and everything else. And it makes a lot of people really happy that way too.
That's great. That's great. I think that more people should be doing what you guys are doing. I think that's really amazing. Yeah, so I guess that's it then. Yeah, thank you so much for the interview. That was amazing, guys.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.